Why do I feel like somebody's gonna fall? Oh, what the? Oh my god. I'm dead. That's actually really cute, not gonna lie. That's a really, I love the fact that that was caught on camera. That is very funny. See, that is the type of thing that I would love to see at a wedding, like that funny little bamboozling. I don't know. I feel like that's really, really cool. I mean, the groom here was probably like, you know, anticipating seeing his bride in her dress and it's gonna be a big deal, and he turns around and sees this guy in the funky hat wearing a dress. But hey, it was funny and I like it. 10 out of 10 for that one.
So I asked my mom and my sister to proof this label for our welcome bags for our wedding. It didn't go as planned. Tip.
That's kind of iconic though, not gonna lie. I mean, unfortunate, but also kind of legendary. Like, I would totally print that off and be like, here you go. Cause everybody's gonna be like, that's not right, that's weird. But it's kind of cool.
Alright, so I'm getting married in this tent, which overlooks the beautiful golf course, except we're about to see it. Look what they f***ing did.
Oh, what did they
They
do?
put another tent directly blocking the entire view. And they won't tell us what it's for or when it's coming down. I don't even know what to say.
So you're telling me you don't want to see a tent when you're getting married? Because tents can be nice. But why does it matter what the view is? People are there to see you, not the view. Like, yeah, for pictures you want to have a nice background, but it's just a tent.
Hilarious, intelligent, goofy, loving human. And now I know that everything worked out as it was meant to be.
I feel like that right there just set up what their marriage is gonna be. Like, if you are in the middle of reading your vows and you're like, are you listening to me? Like, I don't know what to say about your relationship there. Why are you not paying attention? That is the one time you are supposed to be paying attention. She's professing her love for you and you're like, ooh, wow, a bird. Like, no, pay attention. Oh. Try throwing that bouquet now. This is burst into flames. Like, this is why you don't have pyrotechnics at your wedding. Because things go wrong. And if you add fire, gunpowder, and whatever else to the situation, things are gonna go south. Things are gonna go so left that they're gonna come right back around, do a 360 and keep going left.
The bride was blonde and all the bridesmaids were brunette except me. So the bride asked me to dye my hair brown for the wedding because she wanted to be the only blonde. Okay, I mean, like, it's not as, I guess she asked, so it's not as ridiculous as like some of the other ones where they're demanding. It's still stupid and crazy. Like, it's still like, I don't know why your brain would even go there. But like, maybe if you were thinking like, oh, we could take such cool photos if like no, you know what, actually no, it's just weird. I was trying to justify it, I'm just like, well, like, that's just, you're thinking too much, lady. The final straw for me was when the bride demanded to see the toast I'd written so she could edit it. She ended up rewriting it all together and I ended up skipping her wedding. Like, I think I can understand it, like a toast just being like, hey, like just to tell you, I don't want to write this for you, but like, my family, my grandparents are gonna be there, so like, maybe leave that story out about like how we were doing that thing, which they wouldn't like, you know. I could understand something like that, but to go in, to edit it, to rewrite it, no. Like, you're lucky I'm taking the time to even write this for you at all, you know?
You should be grateful.
My best friend left me out of her bridal party because I was overweight and her mother thought that would limit bridesmaids' dress choices and throw the wedding photos off. That's not your best friend anymore, is what I gotta say about that. that's literally just not your best friend anymore. Like if that is your best friend, then that just doesn't happen, and it did happen, and I'm very sorry, and wow, they suck. My wife's best friend is a florist, and she gifted her services to her friend's wedding. Well, afterward, the bride and her mom got pissy at her because she didn't give them an additional gift. Let's conveniently forget the $1,000 in floral products she gifted to the wedding. It's a rift that's never been healed. So hold up, they're not even paying? So my wife's best friend is a florist, and she gifted her, oh, okay, so a friend's wedding, she gifted $1,000 of flowers and floral products. No, why? Like, why would you? I mean, like, that is such an incredible gesture, and then to get, dude, people are so entitled. How could you possibly be this entitled? If somebody literally was like, I'm just gonna give you $1,000 in flowers, I'd be like, oh my god, like, you are an angel with 2 halos. You know, like, I don't expect anything from you. I'd be getting them something. You know, I'd literally be getting them something as a gift to thank them for that. Like, get out of here.
Married a bridezilla. In the 18 months we were married, she was such an unfit mother, too many instances to list here, that when the divorce was finalized, I got custody of our kid and the kid she had prior to our marriage. Yeah, that really says a lot. That really says a lot. And also, shout out to you for just, you know, being a good dad or mom. I'm like, I don't really know, to be honest with ya. 18, and they were only married for 18 months too, which like is longer than some marriages, but really not long in the world of marriage. I'll tell you that for sure. Bard lover. I just want to say that out loud. Not a bridemaid, but a witness to one. Okay. The bride got walked out on by her entire bridal party except her maid of honor. Of course, it was because no one loved her and everyone wanted to ruin her day, of course. Not because she ripped a bridesmaid's dress from the neck down in an open area because it was too white. It was the dress the bride insisted on all the maids wearing. Of course, of course it is. That's always how it goes. I love when I just don't get it, maybe because I have never been married, but like, I just don't get why the bride even chooses the bridesmaids' dresses. Why can't they just choose their own dress? They can all pick together if they want, or they can just be like, this is the color, make it this color, that's it. I just never got that, but maybe I'm just not traditional enough. Bride was blonde. All bridesmaids except for me were brunette. She asked me to dye my hair brown for the wedding because she wanted to be the only blonde. I suggested that instead I just give up my bridesmaid spot. Thankful to this day since I heard the dresses and bachelorette party cost the other girls more money than I make in a month. Yeah, I can imagine. Weddings are so expensive and people just expect their friends to like spend a pretty penny on some stuff that they don't really want to do or wear. That's the thing too with like letting them choose their own dresses. Then they can choose a dress that maybe they actually would wear again. And then you don't feel so bad that they're spending money. I would still feel bad, but still.
No, she didn't. She didn't do that. What? Yeah, that's a big no-no for me. That is like the biggest red flag. I'd be standing there at the altar and be like, oh my god, the alarm bell is just going off in my brain, like, what the hell have I got myself into? Can I hug my ex-boyfriend one final time? Like, this day is not even remotely about that guy. Why do you even remember that guy? You know, it's like, why is that guy even here? Like, what is he doing here right now? Like, what? Holy. Okay, so the bride stopped talking to me immediately after her wedding because I had a terrible cold the day of her wedding and had to go rest in my room halfway through setting up her wedding decorations, which we bridesmaids made without her help. Hold up, so like that was... Dude, get out of here. Literally get out of here. Like, I get it, you're the bride, it's your wedding day, but like, come on, your friend is sick right now, she's trying to get through this. I guarantee if this was like not your wedding, not something so serious, she wouldn't even be going. You know, it's like she'd probably be calling in sick to work right now, so like, just chill.
I shouldn't have come.
The bride was goth, so she insisted on having her wedding as close to Halloween as possible, which is fine, except that she expected all her bridesmaids to learn calligraphy and handwrite all her invitations. We even got hand cramps and burns on our fingers from having to seal them with hot wax. Dude, what is it about, like, it's just like they're your bridesmaids, they're not your freaking like workers right now, like you're not paying them, you know, like you don't have them under contract, like you've asked them to be your bridesmaids, they're there to help you and support you as you get married, but they're not here to do all your freaking chores and work for you and like learn freaking calligraphy. Honestly, if I ever get married and I have groomsmen and stuff like that, I'm always just like, take me to a football game, like let's get kind of drunk, that's it, like we're good. Ridiculous. The bride kicked the groom's lifelong best friend out of the wedding party because he lived with his girlfriend and she wanted her entire wedding party to be pure. Wait a second, wait. The bride kicked the groom's lifelong best friend out of the wedding party because he lived with his girlfriend and she wanted her entire wedding party to be pure. Never mind that it was her third marriage and that the first two ended due to her own infidelity. Well, marriage number 3 ended the same way, but at least the groom and his friend worked past it and are still best friends. Yo, like, no. And frankly, like, you know what, I want to put this on the bride, and it obviously is. But if you're the groom, and she's doing that, and you're looking at her history and being like, hey, well, you cheated on him, you're kicking my best friend out of my wedding too, this is my wedding as well. No. Big red flags. She had a bachelorette party the same weekend as my birthday, but we weren't allowed to do anything for my birthday on the trip, not even mention it. Well, on my actual birthday, some of my friends got some balloons and a little cake from the hotel. They tried to keep it a secret, but Bridezilla came into the room, saw everything, went completely silent, then walked out, pissed. Well, Bridezilla, I will not be attending your wedding anymore. Why can this not be a joint affair right now? It's like, oh yeah, also my birthday, like you're getting married, hopefully that only happens once. You know, so it's like, yes, I understand, like this is the big thing that we're doing, but my birthday comes along once a year, like can we not get a few shots, celebrate, and have some cake while you're doing that? No. It was 10 degrees Fahrenheit in February and the bride insisted on outdoor photos without coats because we can't hide the dresses. Even the photographer told her no and she pitched a fit. Years later, she still complains about her bridesmaids ruined her wedding. How does that, no, lady, like, it's just like, don't have your freaking wedding in February if you wanna, like, get all these nice pictures, you know, that's why people have their weddings in the summer, like, it's wedding season right now, you know, it's like, people like to have them at this time, because they don't want to have them in February, because they don't want to freeze off, so you know what, you did that to you.
I didn't marry the bridezilla, but I had coordinated her wedding. We had a death in the family, 6-month-old baby, that's fucking terrible. Holy shit, okay. A few days prior to the wedding, I called the bride and told her the situation and said that my assistant would be stepping in for me so that I could attend to the funeral. She told me to send my assistant to the funeral and that I had better be at her wedding. Okay. Listen here, is what I would have said. I told her I would be sending her a refund and that no one would be coming to her wedding. The groom ended up leaving her after this whole thing went down. Suffice to say, he really dodged a bullet there. Yeah, I can't even imagine. Imagine being so heartless. Like, it could have been like somebody who's like lived to 109 and you can still go to their funeral before you go to somebody you don't even know's wedding. Like, whatever. And they're also like covering their bases. They're still calling you. They're still doing the thing. Like, you're lucky that their assistant didn't call you to tell you that already. Ew, what a terrible person. Photographer awarded $1 million after Bridezilla refuses a $125 fee. Yep, that's so nice. I love that. Karma. Oops, sorry. $125 too, like that's really not a lot in terms of photography. I'm sure this was just like one of those fees, like maybe like an editing fee or something like that, but like $125 to a photographer for a wedding is not a lot of money. Disgruntled bride ordered to pay $115,000 after defamatory posts ruined Chinese wedding photo business. A Richmond, BC woman who saw her Chinese wedding photography business crumble under the viral reach of a disgruntled bride's poison pen says she hopes her personal nightmare can serve as a lesson for others. A BC Supreme Court judge has ordered the angry bride to pay $115,000 in damages for defaming Kitty Chan's now ruined business. Oh dang! Oh dang! Okay, so this lady, this bridezilla, complained, and then now she has to pay $115,000 because of it. That's some Amber Heard, Johnny Depp shit. You can't just say whatever you want, okay? There's rules against that. You can't just go out there and say whatever you want. There are consequences.
Oh, unimpressed. Absolutely unimpressed. But hey, you got a cool mug, so I mean, is it really that bad? Probably in your noodle, probably, but like, it's nice. Yes, you just got bamboozled, and that, you know, probably isn't the greatest thing. But you got a mug! You can put tea in it, or coffee, or you can just drink water out of it. But they definitely got into a fight after that. I know that. I know that for a fact.
The moment when part of your bustle comes undone, and then you trip on it when busting a move.
Uh-oh, that's not good. That's embarrassing. But again, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. Also, what is a bustle? I don't don't know what a bustle is. Sounds weird. I'm going to assume that it's part of the dress or something, but like, I don't know dress anatomy. Hopefully your butt's okay. Ooh, that looks delicious. Oh no. Hopefully there wasn't any dirt behind them. I hope that those were just fake plants that were just like in an indoor venue. Because if she just fell in dirt in a white dress, you can kiss that dress goodbye. Because there's no way of salvaging it at that point. What is going on, all of you beautiful, wonderful people of the internet? Welcome back to Top 10 Central. I'm your host for this one, Brie Room, and today we're reacting to dramatic brides caught on camera. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. You got your notification bell turned on, ring-a-ding-dinging. You've left a like on this video, and leave a comment down below telling me the weirdest thing that you've seen happen at a wedding. Because weddings, like I said, kind of a lot. Things do go wrong very often, so I want to hear your wedding nightmare stories down in the comments.
However, it starts with however, so something must have gone on here before. However, after the ceremony was over and the party had only just started, one of the bridesmaids decided to announce her own engagement. Okay. The attention was immediately taken away from the newlyweds and brought to the bridesmaids, who I'll call Sarah, and her equally smug fiance. My cousin's wife, I'll call her Emma, didn't make a scene or utter a single negative word about Sarah. She looked like she was on the verge of tears, but she kept grinning and acted very happy for the other couple. Sarah later picked Emma to be the maid of honor at her own wedding, which took place last weekend. This is where the fun begins. Ooh, I'm excited. Emma announced in front of everyone that she was 5 months pregnant and that she just discovered the baby was a boy, hence the blue petals. The last slide, her ultrasound picture. There were shocked yells and gasps. Sarah had a fit, but those involved in the scheme cheered so loudly. Apparently, Sarah had been very nasty to her bridesmaids before, driving several of them away and forcing the others to pay ridiculous amounts of money for dresses. Classic. Yeah, it's just like, unless you're like really close with the like bride and groom and you've like triple checked with them first, it's so like rude. Like, these people spend all of this money on an event and you're gonna be like, and we got engaged. Like, it's not your engagement party, you know, like Instagram is for that. If you want to announce your engagement so badly. Like, it's just not the place unless you've like explicitly talked about it and like you're for sure on the same page. I don't know, it's kind of petty and it's really the long game, which I appreciate. I'm a photographer and was working with a super sweet couple. Everything was normal up until when the drinks started flowing. My partner and I were setting stuff up for the reception and the groom comes up to us and asks the DJ if he can play a video for his wife. We assume it's some cute slideshow or something. Toasts happen, then the video starts to play. Turns out the bride was sleeping with the best man and the video was from a private investigator. The whole room went silent, bride runs out, best man goes to follow her, groom's father punches best man out. Everyone else ended up staying and having a great party, super nice people. I ended up shooting the groom's second wedding. Holy shit. That would be like, you would carry that story with you forever. People would be like, what's the craziest wedding story you have? Boom, right there. No worries, you got that one locked and loaded. A video too, at the wedding. Oh, it really doesn't get better than that. That's like what I expect to see on TV, and
God, that is good TV.
she's just living my dream. This is when we started to clash. She would request entire weekends off to get bridesmaid dress to go bridesmaid dress shopping together. When I did make it, she looked at dresses in the 500 plus range. Next, she talked about having an out-of-state bachelorette party. On top of that, she still expected wedding gifts from her bridesmaids. I expressed my concerns regarding the commitment and money expectations, but she said other girls could do it. I'd be like, that's great, I'm talking about me, so I don't know what you want me to do. She couldn't understand my budgeting. She would call me to express her disappointment and pretty much start complaining about me. I was in shock and I didn't know what to say. Her final saying, let's see this next bridesmaid dress shopping goes and I'll let you know if I still want you in the party. I texted her saying that I don't need to be judged or evaluated and to have a good life. I was done with these ridiculously high expectations for her wedding. Yeah, honestly, I feel like I wouldn't have even gone that far. Like if somebody's calling me to express their disappointment in me and like just complain, I would be like, okay, I don't need this. If you're so disappointed and want to complain, like go complain to somebody else. Don't call me, I'm busy, man. Also, I'm an adult. Like why? My friends don't need to be disappointed in me. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong for feeling that, but like if I did something wrong and they want to confront me, for sure, but if they're disappointed because I'm not gonna spend like $2 grand on their wedding, sorry, I'm busy, I have a job. Alone, her attitude was bearable. She is a bride after all, except she criticizes every single product I use and everything I put on her face requires a 7-minute mirror inspection complete with criticism. Except when I offer to do it differently, she just huffs and says, I don't have time to fix every little mistake, just hurry up. My trump card, it's an outdoor wedding and it's a super sunny, humid day. Normally I'd waterproof her makeup and apply it carefully so it won't melt. Today, I slapped it on and made sure to use stuff that I know runs very easily. Her photos will need more editing and it will barely hold for 2 hours in that weather. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care if she reviews me badly. I do this for fun and as a favor to friends. It's not my bread and butter. I hope she looked half as melted as I planned her to look. That's savage. That's savage, but honestly. Also, like, why hire a makeup artist if you're not gonna, you know? Like, that's just, I don't know. There's part of me that feels like I would want to do my own makeup if I was getting married, because like when somebody else does your makeup, you just look different. You just look different, and sometimes that's better and sometimes it doesn't feel better because you're used to looking at yourself one way.
Oh, she looks pretty. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Again with the fire. Stop it out. Oh my god. Oh boy. Again, guys, leave the fire out of the wedding. Like, if you really needed candles, why couldn't you just get the battery operated ones? A lot of people don't know how to handle fire or how to control a fire. So maybe, you know, when you have a room full of people, close family and friends, and you're having a wonderful ceremony, you should leave the dangerous things out. Oh no. That is a face of like, oh, I'm going down. I love how that was caught on camera though. Like the still frame and everything. Like this was the moment she knew she effed up. Like, I mean, at least we missed the impact because I feel like that would have been quite tragic.
Right here, look at my veil.
Oop.
Right there, my dad's coming.
Great.